What's up everyone? It is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel.
The most famous reindeer of all. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
And so today is super exciting, but also, I guess, sort of sad because today I'm going to be talking about what I miss about college, so specifically UC Berkeley related, but also a lot of just general things that you all can probably relate to if you just graduated or if you're doing online classes and you aren't on your college campus right now. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Rachel. I just graduated from UC Berkeley in the class of 2020, where I double majored in cognitive science and legal studies, and now I started my full-time post-grad job working at a law firm. So I thought that this video would be perfect timing because it is going to be like finals week very soon for the students still in college, especially with the pandemic and everything. Classes went online back in March. I left California and came back home to Maryland in March. No graduation or anything. I've reflected, and so I'm going to share with you all my list of things that I miss about college. So the first thing that I miss about college is obviously my friends, hanging out all the time. Like senior year, there was so many cool things that we were going to do, especially senior year, second semester when like you're about to graduate. Now in the pandemic, I really haven't hung out with any people. All of my college friends, you know, we talk via like text or Facebook, but we haven't even done like a Zoom call yet or anything. So I'm hoping something is in the works with that, and so we can all see each other and catch up. So that's just sort of sad. We're all so close, and now like life is happening, changes are happening, and we all don't get to see each other, don't live like a few blocks down from one another anymore, so we can just like hang out or go study together. I was watching like my old vlogs from like spring break 2019 and like the end of the school year, taking grad photos and everything, and I was like, aw, so many fun times. I'm like so sad. It's so nostalgic to go back and watch those vlogs, and I'm like, dang, that's some good times. So my next thing is studying at the library. Taking online classes in the spring and now like working from home because everything is online for work right now. It's weird that I'm like just sitting in the same spot every day. Like at least on the college campus, I could go like, oh, to the library, or I would go to like my work cubicle and study there over the weekends, and I could just like change my scenery and go somewhere else to study. But now it's like everything, I'm sitting in the same spot all day. Online classes, I was sitting in the same spot all day. I just miss being able to like go elsewhere to study. I don't know, just like going to the library or going to my cubicle and just like having that sense of like, okay, I'm studying now because I see other students studying. Like the smell of the library when you just like walk in, and I just feel so powerful. Like I'm going to get all of my shiz done today, and I just feel so accomplished when you're like going in, and then once you're leaving, I'm like, okay, I'm so accomplished. I got all of my stuff done. Like I feel so proud of myself. Now, I don't know, I feel like I don't really get that sense of like satisfaction of like completing tasks or like getting my work done. The libraries are just so much fun, and then you can like relate with like the other students who are struggling there at the library as well. Like, haha, I feel you, bro. Like, so my next thing is getting coffee every day. And so I was living in the dorms all 4 years of college, 3 years as an RA, resident assistant, and then the first year was just freshman year. And so I had a meal plan all 4 years, and what that meant was literally I had a bunch of meal points from being an RA, and so I would just buy coffee every single day because we have meal points to use. And I miss that because now coffee is never going to be like free again, and I would just like always go in there, get my coffee, get my snacks, get my yerba mates, and I was like, dang, life is good. Now I'm like, oh, I don't know, I don't really want to spend like $5 on a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Like, no. So it's like weird. I don't want to spend money on coffee anymore. So I really miss having that free coffee every single day. Another thing that I miss about college is walking through Sprawl and then avoiding flyers. Sprawl used to be so crowded, clubs out there, flyering every single day, student groups. It used to have like music, people dancing, rallies happening. I just miss, walking through Sprawl and feeling like socially anxious, like, oh my god, people, please don't talk to me, but also like trying to walk really fast, headphones in, trying to like avoid people trying to flyer me or talk to me, and I'm like, zip zam, going super speedy through Sprawl. So that's something Berkeley related, but I'm sure if you're going to a college with like a main plaza or like a main area where students hang out, you probably miss that atmosphere as well. So my next thing is jamming to music on my way to class. And so now, I don't know, I don't really listen to Spotify anymore. I feel like I would listen to music when studying and walking to class, but now I'm like not doing any of those things, so I like can't keep up with the tunes. I don't know when new music is coming out. I don't listen to my favorite artists anymore, and I'm just like so sad because I feel like I would be listening, AirPods in, walking to class, feeling like I'm in a music video or something, just like jamming out, ready to go, ready to seize the day. But yeah, I do miss listening to music because I really don't do that anymore, and I do miss getting exercise by walking up those hills of Berkeley because those are steep and they hurt your legs, and like every day is literally leg day because now I like don't get that much walking exercise. Hard to hit 10,000 steps. So my next thing would be taking exams and learning. I do miss learning things. It was cool to like learn new things and learn about subjects that I'm interested in or passionate about. Taking tests, on the other hand, I'm like, more meh on. When the tests are fair, then it's fun to take tests and like see how much knowledge that you know and like see how well you know the material. But other times when tests are just like purposefully made difficult, or like the class average is like 40%, and I'm like, those ones are not fun to take and I don't miss those. But like the fair tests when the class average is normal, then I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, I like taking tests. I like seeing how much of the material that I know now. The next one is taking exams on desks that are way too small. And I don't know if it's like a Berkeley lecture hall thing, but literally so many freaking lecture halls at Berkeley, the desk size are like the size of your hand. Literally, it's so bad. And like they're the kind that like are the seats, but the desks pull out from the side and you'll sit in them. And I'm like, how am I supposed to take a test, exam, something that is worth 40, 50, 60% of my grade on a desk that is literally this big? It's not big enough for me to write my essay or do math problems or do anything on. And I was like, so many times in lecture halls when we would have exams like that, so peeved that like the table is too small for me to literally do anything. I would have to have like my pencils in my lap, like eraser in my lap. Where do you even put your ID? Because there's no space to stick that on your desk. That was a pet peeve. Those desks are way too small to like have your paper and like the exam and a Scantron. Like there's not enough space on that. So my next one would be hearing the campanile and just seeing those campus buildings. So many buildings on campus are just so pretty. Campus just smells different than your home or than like other places that you're going to. Campus just has like that intellectual smell. I feel like you just feel smarter when you're walking on a college campus. Now I'm like, get mistaken for a high schooler and I'm like, close, but like not really, but close. And so my last thing that I miss, not really miss, this was more of an annoyance for me, was waiting at the bus stop for a bus that never freaking shows. And so this happened actually multiple times, waiting for like Bear Transit, which is the nighttime shuttle that will take you to like all of the dorms or to the library. Less so of AC Transit, which is like the San Francisco Bay Area bus system. Numerous times I would be waiting for Bear Transit. It would be like nighttime, 11 p.m. through like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and it would just not show up. And I'm like, what the heck? You know, like I have the app, I see the bus on the map, and it would just never show up. And then it comes like every 15 minutes, so then I'd be waiting there like 30 minutes. The bus, like, why are you like this? Please come. And so more so Bear Transit, that would happen all the freaking time, especially when I was living at Clark Kerr. It would just never show up, and I'm like, yo, I am not walking 15 minutes uphill in the dark to get back home. I need to wait for the next bus. Like, we have the apps, we see your schedule. why don't you show? Sad. So yeah, those are the things that I miss about college and specifically UC Berkeley. Definitely let me know if you all are recently graduated or taking online classes this semester, so you're not on your college campus, and what you miss about your college campus. But yeah, dang, it's final season now. My brother is a junior in college, and so he's studying for finals, and so everything is just wild when you're not in college anymore. And yeah, if you want to see more from me, definitely like this video and subscribe to my channel throughout the month of December for Vlogmas. I am posting every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so check back then for more content. But thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.